A very good morning to all of you. Myself, Dr. Preeti Yadav. I am working as Assistant Professor of Physics in St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurugram. I am from Applied Science Department. Today I will discuss central forces, their example and their properties, and conservation of angular momentum from unit 2 and the lecture number 19. In my previous lecture, I have discussed the conservative forces and non-conservative forces, their examples with explanation. Today I will discuss firstly central force. Central force, a force is one which is always directed towards or away from a fixed point, which may take as our origin. Means क्या है ये, या तो origin की towards origin होगी इसकी direction, या away from the origin होगी. अगर हम origin को क्या लेते हैं, fixed point लेते हैं. ये central forces और the magnitude of central forces only depends on the distance of the particle on which the force acts. means ये particle की distance पे depend करेगा only, जहां पर क्या है particle force act कर रहा है from the fixed point में like origin. A central force is one whose potential depends only on the distance from the source. In my previous lecture, I have discussed that Fr is equal to minus del Vr. Vr is the potential, F is the function. This F is a conservative force, and here also F is a central force, which is a function of R. Here F can be represented in the form of potential is minus del Vr, and V is the function of R only because the central force depends on R, and that is equal to, we know that this del that is equal to curly by curly R V, and here R cap is the unit vector for R. Here also F is a function, Fr is a function of R only. means F किसका function होगा, only depends on R, distance of the particle from the fixed point. Fr R cap is the unit vector. Function of distance R and R cap is the unit vector, and we know that unit vector is equal to R vector upon its mode. Now the example of central forces. First is gravitational force. Gravitational force is a central force, and we know that F is equal to gravitational force is equal to minus G ME ms upon R square R unit vector. Here ME is the mass of the earth and ms is the mass of the sun. इसमें क्या है कि सन हमारा फिक्स्ड है और अर्थ क्या कर रही है, चारों तरफ सन के क्या कर रही है, रोटेट कर रही है, और जो फोर्स होगा वो ऑलवेज दोनों के बीच में क्या होगा, टुवर्ड्स द फिक्स पॉइंट मीन सन की तरफ होगा, और सन क्या है, फोकस पे है. और हमें पता है ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स क्या होता है, अट्रैक्टिव होता है, देयरफॉर ये नेगेटिव साइन रिप्रेजेंट्स द फोर्स ऑफ attraction. And here these are the constant. G is the gravitational constant, me mass of the earth is also constant, ms mass of the sun is also constant. Therefore F depends only R square, the distance between sun and the earth. Therefore F is a central force because central force depends only R. And another example here, second is electrostatic force, and we know that what is electrostatics. Coulomb force is a electrostatic force, the force between two charges and the charges separated by a distance. The charges may be positive, then there is a force of repulsion. If one positive, another negative, there is a force of attraction. And we know that Coulomb force is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. q1 q2 upon में r square r unit vector. Here we consider an example. This z is the mass of the nucleus, and there is only proton, and this electron revolve around the nucleus. Motion of the electron around the nucleus. This is the distance r between proton and the electron. Means basically nucleus and the electron. Here there is a negative because there is a force of attraction, because proton there is a positive charge and on electron there is a negative. Therefore, the force act towards nucleus. Therefore, it is a central force, and also it depends on r square. Therefore, here negative is due to force of attraction, also charge of the electron. Therefore, in this example, this electrostatic force also is central force. Here, F is depends only distance r square. Now the next third example, motion under Hooke's law, and we know that in Hooke's law, F is equal to force is equal to minus kx minus kr, and r here is a unit vector. And third is motion under Hooke's law means F is equal to minus k r, k, basically spring constant into distance. Here r is a distance, and this is negative. Here is a restoring force opposite to the motion, and here r cap is the unit vector. Therefore, here k is a constant. Here F depends on the r. Therefore, this is another example of central force. These are the examples for central forces. Now, also central, there is another force, non-central, that does not depend on r means distance. Also, central forces are long-range forces. These forces, gravitational force, electrostatic force, and Hooke's motion under Hooke's law, these are the long-range forces. Central force acts along the line joining the center of the two bodies. Line joining the center of the two bodies. Third is, it is a conservative force. I will prove this conservative force in our next slides. Conservative force means del cross Fr is equal to 0 if Fr is a central force, and we can also written as a F is equal to del V in terms of this. Whereas non-central forces are short-range forces. Second, it is non-conservative. Example are weak forces like beta decay, and strong nuclear forces are the non-central forces. Are the example of non-central forces. Now, next is properties of central forces. First is in central force, angular momentum L, it is conserved, is constant with time. We know that torque is equal to R cross F. Here torque tau is equal to R cross F. And we know that F is equal to here FRR. They will replace F by FR function of R cross FR, and R unit vector is R vector upon its mode. And R cross R, we know that I cross I is 0, therefore this terms equal to 0. Therefore tau is equal to 0. Torque is equal to 0, and we know that torque is equal to dl by dt, rate of change of angular momentum. If tau is equal to 0, therefore dl by dt is equal to 0. एंड डिफरेंशिएशन किसका 0 होता है? जो कांस्टेंट होता है. देयरफॉर यहाँ पे L क्या है? कांस्टेंट. L इज इक्वल टू कांस्टेंट. L इज अ angular momentum. Therefore, angular momentum is conserved in central force. Here F is a central force. This is the first property of central force, that angular momentum is conserved in a central force field. Next, the motion takes place in a fixed plane. Motion takes place in a fixed plane in a central force field. If the angular momentum L of mass m is constant, L is constant, its magnitude and direction are fixed in space. If L is constant, then its direction as well as magnitude is constant, fixed in space. If and we know that L, there is a relation between angular momentum and linear momentum is L is equal to R cross P. And by the definition of cross product, if the direction of L is fixed, in space, the vectors R and P must lie in a plane. R and P उस प्लेन में लाई करेंगे जो परपेंडिकुलर किसके होगा, L के. मीन्स एंगुलर मोमेंटम अगर कंजर्व्ड है और ये इक्वल किसकी है, क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट R एंड P. तो मीन्स क्या है, बाय डेफिनेशन क्या है, अगर फिक्स्ड है तो R और क्रॉस P must lie in a plane that is perpendicular to L. That is, the motion of particle of mass m is confined a plane. Means R cross P linear momentum is represent motion, means motion of a particle whose mass m is confined to a plane that is perpendicular to L. Means उस plane में confined होगा particle जो किसके perpendicular होगा, L के. और suppose this is a origin. Here's a particle moving with mass m, radius r, this is the origin, and whose linear momentum is p. If L is constant, there is no change in direction as well as magnitude. And m also क्या है यहाँ पे perpendicular है. तो means किस में लाई करेगा, कोई रोटेशन नहीं है, कोई मोशन नहीं है, तो x m किस में लाई करेगा, m और p और ये xy प्लेन में. दैट इज वो क्या है, फिक्स्ड है. And motion of a particle under the influence of a central force is confined to xy plane, and that plane is perpendicular to L. Therefore, motion of a particle in central force takes place in a fixed plane. If angular momentum is conserved or constant, means its direction as well as magnitude are fixed in a space. Third is aerial velocity remains constant. First of all, what is the aerial velocity? Aerial velocity is the rate at which area is swept out by a particles as it moves along a curve. मीन्स वो एरिया किससे स्वेप्ट होना, पार्टिकल से, जब वो किस में मूव कर रहा है, अलोंग अ कर्व. देयरफॉर इफ पार्टिकल एट पॉइंट P after some distance it moves at a point Q, and that area is known as area. Therefore this area is the time derivative of this area is known as, means rate of change of that area is known as aerial velocity. Means aerial velocity is the rate, means dA by dt. Here area is del A, and if they're taking their time derivative dA by dt, this represents the aerial velocity. Third property is aerial velocity remains constant. This is the del A is area which is perpendicular with there is a point P whose radius is r, and this is at point Q there is a position vector r plus del r. This is distance PQ is del r. And we know the del A is equal to 1 by 2 r cross del r, and divided by delta t, del A by del t, 1 by 2 r del r by del t. Limit delta tends to 0, then dA by dt is equal to 1 by 2 r cross, and we know that del r by del t is velocity. If we multiply by m and divide by m, then we get here 1 by 2m, and we know that r cross p is L and p is mv. Therefore, r cross mv represents a L. that is equal to dA by dt, which is areal velocity, means rate of change of area is known as areal velocity. Here L is a constant, therefore dA by dt is equal to constant. और टोटल क्या हो गया फिर, एरियल वेलोसिटी भी क्या है, कांस्टेंट, मींस aerial velocity in a central force field remains constant. These are the properties of the central forces. Next topic is conservation of angular momentum in polar coordinates. Now we prove that angular momentum in central force is conserved in polar coordinates. Let us consider the origin. Firstly, we know that the polar coordinates is r and theta. But let us consider the origin be the center of force and the particle or whose reduced mass is m. And the motion of this hypothetical particle in central force is equivalent to two body motion. And the potential energy Vr is a function of the distance r for the central force. It depends only r, because in central force the potential is depends only on r, does not depend on the orientation. There is no change in orientation, therefore the system has a spherical symmetry. For spherical symmetrical potential, we know that the angular momentum L of the moving particle is conserved. Now we prove that, let r and theta are the polar coordinates of a point where we have to where a system of particle of reduced mass m, and we know that the formula of reduced mass m, that is equal to product of two bodies problem m, means mass of the two bodies m1 m2 upon में m1 plus m2 is situated. And we know that radial acceleration is given by these all terms, radial velocity and radial acceleration I have discussed in unit 1. Here AR is equal to r डबल डॉट एंड r थीटा डॉट. ये आप देखने के लिए मेरे प्रीवियस लेक्चर्स है जो यूनिट 1 के लिए आप देख सकते हैं, वहां पे मैंने रेडियल वेलोसिटी, रेडियल एक्सेलरेशन सभी फाइंड आउट किए हुए हैं. AR is equal to r double dot minus r theta dot square, and the angular acceleration means acceleration along theta is equal to r theta double dot plus 2 r dot theta dot. Now we know that the equation of motion along r is, we know that the Newton's second law, equation of motion F is equal to ma. For radial acceleration, equation of motion is equal to mar, that is Fr is equal to m, and what is the value of AR here? AR is equal to r double dot r theta dot square. Put this value, and the equation of motion along theta direction here, F theta is equal to ma theta. Put the value of a theta here, m r theta double dot plus 2 r dot theta dot bracket close. And we know that F is a central force. In central force, F theta is 0 because central force depends only on R. Therefore, here put this term is equal to 0. It's, therefore, M R theta double dot 2 R dot theta dot is equal to 0. Multiply by equation 3 on both side by R. Therefore, we get here M R square theta double dot 2 R dot theta dot is equal to 0. हम इस टर्म को ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं एम डी बाई डी टी आर स्क्र थीटा डॉट, बिकॉज जब हम इसे ओपन करेंगे, देखिए यहाँ पे डी बाई डी टी आर स्क्र थीटा डॉट मीन्स फर्स्ट एज इट इज आर स्क्र थीटा डॉट का डेरिवेटिव मीन्स थीटा डबल डॉट प्लस second as it is theta dot, and differentiation of r square is 2r, firstly power 2r, and differentiation of r is r dot. Therefore, this equation in this term is replaced by d by dt r square theta dot. हम ये क्यों कर रहे हैं? Because हमें इस term को किस में convert करना है? Angular momentum में. Then we get here d by dt. I'm taking inside m r square theta dot, and we know that m r square theta dot is equal to L, because L, angular momentum, is equal to moment of inertia I into angular velocity. And we know that I is equal to mr square and angular velocity is equal to rate of change of displacement, means d theta by dt. Therefore, this term is replaced by L. And we get here dl by dt is equal to 0, and the differentiation, which quantity is 0, means L is a constant, means किसका 0 होता है, जो constant होती है, means angular momentum is conserved in a central force field in polar coordinates. Now the next is, if F is a center, which is very important, if F is a central force, then it is conservative in nature. मीन्स हमें क्या प्रूव करना है, डेल क्रॉस एफ इज इक्वल टू, अगर जीरो आता है तो मीन्स एफ क्या है, कंजर्वेटिव इन नेचर है. Del cross f, we taking determinant here, component of del means curly by curly xi plus curly by curly j plus curly by curly z. Here curly by curly x, curly by curly y, and curly by curly z. And component of f along three axes, fx, fy, and fz. And we know that if F is a conservative force, no sorry, F is a center force, then we can write this F is equal to, in the terms of minus del V. And component of F here, Fxi plus Fyj plus Fzk. That is equal to del V, know, curly by curly xi plus curly by curly yj plus curly by curly zk is V. And if we comparing both sides, component of I, J, and K, then we get here fx is equal to minus curly by curly x multiplied by. Similarly, Fy is equal to minus curly by curly y b. Fz is equal to minus curly v by curly z. Now put this value fx, fy, and fz here. Curly I, J, K, curly by curly x, curly by curly y, curly by curly z, curly v by curly x, curly v by curly y, curly v by curly. Taking common v here, v and negative is already I, J, K, curly by curly x, curly by curly y, curly by curly z, and curly by x, curly by curly y. And open this determinant, we get here minus v, I, multiply this curly square by upon curly y curly z, and cross multiply here minus curly square curly y curly z. Similarly here there is a negative minus j, curly square curly x curly z, and minus curly square curly x curly z. Similarly k here curly square by curly x curly y minus curly square curly x, and these are cancelled to each other. Therefore, right hand side we get here 0. Therefore, del cross F is equal to 0. Therefore, center F is a central force and central force is a conservative in nature. And the important question of today's lecture is explain central forces with examples. Also explain their properties. Second, prove that angular momentum is conserved in central force field in polar coordinates. Third is prove that, is a very important, prove that if F is a central force, then it is conservative in nature. This is all about today's lecture. Thank you.